What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we will be talking about the new Pixar animated film, Elio. But before we jump into that, if you are new here, please like, share, and subscribe. Become a channel member today. Do all that good stuff, and you will be in good standing with me. Like I said, if you're returning as well and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button, hit the alert bell, and so you never miss another one of my nerdy videos. So, Elio. Elio is a 2025 American animated science fiction adventure film, and might I say, this film was amazing. The animation was flawless. The voice acting was flawless. The story was heartwarming. The voice acting, top tier, in my opinion. The film stars Jonas Cabrib as Elio Solis, Zoe Saldana as Olga Solis, who is Elio's aunt. Now, me going into this film, and yes, spoilers. Me going into this film, I thought Zoe Saldana was going to be playing Elio's mom, but come to find out, this story takes a lot of cues from other Disney films as to where the parents and or one of the parents are dead. Both of his parents have passed away. Young Elio is orphaned, live with his aunt. You can see that at first he's still trying to get used to everything. His aunt is a Air Force major who gave up her dreams of becoming an astronaut to raise her nephew. One day at an Air Force base, he wanders into a closed exhibit on the Voyager 1 spacecraft where he is awed by the idea of discovering other life in space. Now, once he does this, he becomes obsessed with it. He becomes so obsessed with it that he puts up like he starts just going to the beach, like making these big elaborate designs in the sand and just laying in it saying, you know, aliens abduct me, come get me, yada yada yada. He has ham radios hooked up. He even puts up a fake notice in school for a ham radio club, which eventually gets him into trouble with some bullies because one guy wants to come join the club and he brings one of his friends who is in turn the true bully, and gets him in trouble. He ends up getting sent to a military type detention camp school. I don't want to call it a detention camp, but you know, he ends up getting sent to military school, which is supposed to help him. It's a camp. It's supposed to help him, but at the same time, the boys he got into a fight with were there as well. Now, the one bully, Bryce, the one bully is cool. Like at first, until he realized, like, okay, yeah, Elio, like you had me thinking I was coming to join a club. You really just wanted to use my stuff so you could try to, you know, reach out to other life forms. And I could see why that would piss him off. Elio, you was kind of bogus for that, but that's what makes this film real, because people do this type of things. You know, they put out false flags so they can get what they want. What he was trying to do was basically get what he wanted. His aunt was telling him, like, you have to get out and make friends, yada yada yada, all this good stuff. And honestly, as a parent, if something happened to me and my kid, and this does happen, like kids retreat into themselves, and especially when something bad happens, like what happened to him, you know, God forbid this happens to anybody else, but I mean, we live in the real world. Somebody loses a family member, brother, sister, anything, they retreat into themselves and they find something that they feel like they're good at, that's theirs. They're going to be extremely selfish with it. And he just wanted to meet other life forms. He felt as if he would be more accepted by other life forms because he didn't fit in. And at the end of the day, he realized that he does matter. People do care about him. That was the whole theme of the movie. He got everybody to come around to his side of thinking, especially when he did discover the aliens. I mean, it became a whole thing of him. It became a whole thing of him fooling the aliens into thinking like he was the leader of Earth because he snuck into his aunt's briefing. One of the guys that worked with him basically discovered that they had got a notion from space. You know, they had been reached out to from space, and what's crazy is nobody believes them, but Elio, who sneaks in and hides in the trash can, believes them. He sends a message back, says love you, ends up flying all these satellites. It was a funny quirky scene. The fact that like he was so ready, but then that's when he gets sent away to the camp. When he gets sent away to the camp, gets into it with the bullies. Shenanigans ensue. They're about to fight him, then the aliens show up, they take him away. Elio ends up meeting a friend in outer space named Glorden. Glorden is the son of Lord Grogan. They're basically like worm-looking aliens but they get into like war suits to make them all bunched up and whatnot. He ends up becoming a friend to him, and like their relationship is freaking amazing. Like Elio becoming a friend to an alien, especially an alien who is afraid to tell his dad, like, look, I don't want to be a warlord. That's not me. Yada, yada, yada. They teach each other stuff. Their relationship to me in this whole film was the best one. And then on top of that, Elio ends up becoming friends with Bryce. He ends up becoming friends with Bryce at the end of the day. All in all, I give this movie a 10 out of 10. I don't understand why this movie is not doing well at the box office. Honestly, tickets should be all sold out. If I'm being completely honest, if you haven't seen Elio, if you don't plan on seeing it, I just want you to know you're missing out. You are missing out. This story is amazing. Honestly, I'm not understanding this. Everybody asks for original films. They ask for, stuff to not be a reboot of something else, something to not be a remake of something else. Then we get something like that, and people don't go see it. I do not want this movie to end up being a flop. Maybe through word of mouth, more people will go see it. This is an excellent kids movie. My kids loved it. My wife loved it. I loved it. Highly recommend this film. And guys, go see this film. Please, I beg of you, go see this film. You're missing out. But guys, like I said, if you are new here, please like, share, and subscribe. We're live tomorrow with Party Nation, and I'll catch you all next time.